people need to understand who they're dealing with here, because maybe 20 years ago, approximately 2019, 18, in that range, it definitely was in close to 20. You were in my house, in the other house that I lived in. It was here, same state, but the other house. And you said that you really wanted to achieve some really quick results when it comes to weight loss. Like, let's get the fat off. I'm here. Let's get started. Let's achieve some results before I get back home. I want to hit a low, a low for my recent low. So let's do something extreme. I'm like, let's go ahead with something a little bit more realistic and gradual. No. I don't have time to waste. Let's do something extreme, says Jeff. So I'm like, okay, you want extreme. All right. Well, that's fine. You asked for it. So, took you over to the track. I believe you ran, was it 36 laps around the track?
I think it was 8 miles. What?
Yeah.
8 miles.
32 laps. Was that? That'd be 32 laps, I believe. Yeah. So like 32 laps. So you ran.
I don't think I ran laps the whole time. I think I ended up doing some walking.
Did not. I'm saying that the goal was to run 32 laps, but you got around 32 laps. You definitely got around. And at the high school, at the time, you were definitely in the two somethings. You were not in the threes at the time. This was before the threes. This is
probably
prior to the
290-ish.
You were you were below 290. Oh yeah. You were. I don't have, unfortunately, we don't have records of the exact weight, but I know that you were in the two, to like say 270s, like in that you were in that 270s range. In that,
I could just snap my fingers and go back to that. I thought that was bad then.
No, I know. So what did you do? You went around 32, because I was like, all right, if you want to go ahead and lose as much weight as you possibly can, well, let's get started. So 32 laps around the track, did your 8 miles, came home. The next day, you couldn't move. Okay, totally incapacitated. But still, the goal is to lose weight, so you can't move, but you can control what you eat. So here's your can of tuna fish.
Yes.
So you're eating your cans of tuna fish, and that's so you want to go extreme. You want to lose weight as quickly as you can. Make it all protein, no carbs. Run around the track 8 miles. But this is after literally having done no exercise for who knows how long. You do your 8 miles. You can't move. Your legs literally, they feel like you need to have them amputated. They hurt so bad.
You remember this more vividly than I do.
I remember because you put me. I was undergoing more pain that day than you were, having to deal with an unreasonable request after unreasonable request, one after another on your part when it comes to what you wanted to achieve on this 2 week. It probably was a week visit. So I was like, okay, fine. So I did the run. Now you can't move. You're going to eat your tuna fish, and you're going to keep eating your tuna fish. And we're going to see what happens at the end of this. Well, maybe a day goes by, and my sister's downstairs. My brother's downstairs. They're like, oh, you want to get pizza? And guess what? Guess
sounded like a good idea.
Guess who decides that that's like the greatest idea that anyone's ever had? And it's the person who wanted to lose weight as fast as he possibly could in the next 7 days before he goes back home says, come on, man, let's do it. I'm like, no, let's not do it. Come on, man. Do you want to lose as much weight as you can in 7 days? Then that's not going to involve pizza, man. That's what I'm telling you. It ain't going to happen that way, man.
Do you prove this?
What ends up happening? This happened. I guarantee 100%. I will go ahead and question my brother and sister because they were there for that part.
No, I am certain that happened. I'm certain that happened in my previous life.
You jumped on that bandwagon so fast, and with your incapacitated lower body, you still jumped on that bandwagon, and you did not jump off because the more I said no, the more you said, come on, man, let's do it. Come on, man. It's like, I won't be here long. It's like, we can, come on, it's just one night. It's just dinner. Like, we go back to.
It seems reasonable.
And it was literally The most intense, it was 3-on-1 because I had my brother, my sister, and you versus me. Yeah. And what am I doing? I love pizza. I have nothing against pizza. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fulfill the demands of an unreasonable tyrant who told me that he needed to lose as much weight as he possibly could in a week. And it had to happen fast and it had to be extreme. And I said, well, I didn't think pizza fit into that game plan. But now that you won't leave me alone, guess what? We're ordering pizza. And that was the end of it. That was the end. So that diet literally fell flat on its face. This is the reason I'm telling the story is because people need to realize where you've come from.
Yeah.
Okay. This is 20 years ago.
Yeah.
All right. This is where you were 20 years back. So people need to understand you've been battling.
That's like 80 pounds ago from
fat,
where I started.
Weight, emotional eating.
Yeah.
For decades.
Yeah.
And going back that far and showing how you wanted to achieve something very quick, get it over with so I can return to the diet that I enjoy. That was the game plan that you used over and over again. And it was an abysmal failure because you had unreasonable expectations. But now you've turned everything upside down. Like those unreasonable expectations are gone. Every single week, you're looking at your couple pounds lost and you're celebrating and you're happy and you're filled with joy instead of saying, oh, I not good enough for me. We got to do something extreme so that way I can have my pizza tonight. Like that's what ends up happening. You go extreme and then suddenly you fall off the wagon a day later because it's just unrealistic to sustain something that robs all joy from you.
This is a great point.
Such a long way.
I did not
come such a long way. I cannot commend you more for being who you are today, because this is such a large contrast to what it is that I have expected out of you in the past. This is like totally different.
No.
This is 180 degrees opposite of what I've dealt with for 30 years. It's like you've adopted a whole new attitude towards life by embarking on this journey, something that I don't even know who I'm talking to right now.
I don't know who I am right now either.
Difference it is.
It's a better version.